tonight you want to we're going to fight for WBA title. Obey my command all the time. Protect yourself all the time. Touch love. Good luck and God bless you.
Stretches even 4 fights as a southpaw. I think for this fight, it's going to serve him best to stand up with the dog stones.
Stephanie Hahn versus Holly Holm. The WBA lightweight world title on the line. This one's scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds, and here we go. You see the southpaw Holly Holm in the all blue. Stephanie Hahn in the pink trunks with black trim. The first fight, if you're just joining us, ended in round 7 when they fought back in January. Technical decision won by Stephanie Hahn after an accidental clash of heads caused a cut on the forehead. Stephanie Hahn immediately after she said she'd be open to a rematch, but they had her back in El Paso, and here we are. The accidental headbutt is not a surprise. If you have a southpaw and an orthodox fighter, they're both boxers, so they stand on the outside. They tend to attack at the same time, and then their heads collide. So it's very
70-30 split for the fans. It's the Blackpool to the shocking southpaw. There's a fighter in here in Houston. Stances, but similar ideas, trying to kind of jump in with the backhand. And so it's not just the footwork, but these guys are the
Christina Pacha, Corey Erdman, Raul Marquez, and Michaela Mayer on the call here with you. And both of these ladies also said are looking to counter. So that's something we have to be aware of too when we talk about weapons and then both coming in looking to both land simultaneously off the counter.
Yeah, so far in the first round, that's what it looks like. They've got over 50 rounds to engage to move the range and distance from each other. Was able to time her there pretty well.
Hahn's jab was working beautifully for her in the first fight, and it was Holm who admittedly said he started a little bit too late in that first fight. It looks like she's already picked up the pace and is in a better rhythm, at least physically, than how she looked in the first fight.
It's really used the shoulder to describe Stephanie Hahn. She called her a plate fighter. And Raul, to go back to your point you made her in the open, you feel that Raul has to make it to take this construct. Is this being
Sooner or later, she's going to have to bring it more to Stephanie, because Stephanie is the better pusher, the better person, that fighter that controls the range. Mid-round range, I think she's got better footwork, and I think she's faster. So, I think she's got to come in with that shot. You saw what she did whenever she's a left that kind of lean forward when she's open. So, Stephanie's going to want to get back to his pass.
Holly Holm goes a little bit shy into the can, but she's trying to advance Stephanie Hahn, which could be why she's doing more moving this time around. She's simply a little bit more, and she's making Stephanie Hahn come to her. Which is the adjustment she needs to make. As you talked about, that's uninitiated by Stephanie Hahn.
time there. The clock kept moving.
Not reaching. She's not being too, rushing too fast to reach in and fall in with that backhand. She's making Hahn come to her. He's around the road.
Even if that first round felt like she would have so much combination, she did a little bit too much.
And she just landed, Holly Holm just landed that she can walk right into that rear left hand that was timed perfectly by Holm. And if you talk to Stephanie Hahn too, the fighter meeting, she said, I don't know for all I know. If it's when you switch it up and start to run and circle and move.
It looks like that way now early in the fight, but I still think that, he says in the fight, she's ready for it. She's running box, and if she's going to attack, she's going to attack. So I still think that sooner or later she will come forward for it.
What's unique too for Holm here tonight is that in that first fight, she wasn't that far removed from MMA camps. Her focus was on a variety of disciplines. Now she's at a second really boxing regime. So even at the age of 44, Holm feels a lot sharper than
the way Holly throws that left hand, like she from far distance.
listen, she's like John Schlichten with the
She does that. That's why she's not very successful when Hana's looking to her. She's a little bit short. She has hot coming to her. It's just that perfect combination of Han stepping in and her good throwing that back against strong. And then Han's got to be careful. She's got to use her jabs. She's got to use her fakes. She's got to make sure she doesn't run into the back of the Holly Holm. I'm looking at you just saw her land on Holly Holm right there. And already a cut again. This time on the right eyebrow of Stephanie Han. It doesn't look to be in too bad of a spot, but a cut here in round 2. Looks to be right on the edge of the eyebrow there, the right eye.
7 seconds.
Stephanie Han is holding it. It's a nice left hand. When you're an orthodox fighter, when you're Han, you want to land that right hand.
Pressing the crowd faster today, so hey, not just punches he's really landing, but we need to be a little more aggressive now. For Silver's part, we're not throwing punches. Even if somebody's hitting the ground, to the position, to try to work that round to the opponent. This first time, we did round 2. If you did, it's motivating. Stephanie Han, she's landed 3 terrific left hooks in the
7 seconds.
range in hours 2. Good shot there by Foster. Chris Maddox is scoring his back. He's got the first 2 rounds too. And dead even. Just based on the jab of Foster. Not a lot of consequential punches. That could have gone either way. Which one rounds for Raymond Ford. They move right with a few of his partnerships. I mean, they just don't see it much there. Here, in the third mission, Foster's being allowed to see whatever he's doing there. So you were affected by the time score in a faster round 1 when he threw it 4 years. We didn't
Round of 3 in this scheduled at 10 round, 3-minute rounds. You see Holly Holm is circling to the right now. We talked about this earlier. When you have a southpaw versus an orthodox, it's the battle of that backhand, which means it's the battle of the front foot. Whoever's front foot is on the outside, their backhand is most likely going to land first. So by having Holm circling to the right, she has Han circling to her right. Now, Holly Holm now has an additional benefit. Catches her with a great combination, culminating with the right hand after the left hook up top. Fighting her timing
so invested in this match. People standing up and
screaming at the remote here in this round. And well, I don't know if you're seeing this as well. Sometimes
There you go, just 3 shots.
she's bringing her power hand across her face, almost like a credit defense in the sense. And it's opening up that lane for her to yeah, so just enough in this coming. In addition to the jab,
Balak blocked it, and then, Tana for security. Tana security. Tana hold herself like Balak herself off of that and then better those punches.
Good body work there with the right hand from Han. As you said, Norge kind of brings that offhand up high, opening up that body for Han to land.
Good optics here.
If I were Han, I would switch it up and start circling to the left. Don't let Holly push you to move to your right, because Holly Holm is having success moving to the right. The backhand is landing too nicely.
I think Holly Holm is targeting that cut. With the backhand. I think she's trying to target that cut. She wants to do more damage to that cut. Watch that fall.
Opened up with the wide hook there with the lead right hand to Holm.
Missing this thing.
7 seconds.
You can't let them stay kind of perfectly
Punches through 3 rounds. Foster 16 of 103, 22 of 104. Now in between them.
inching closer and closer to landing that left hand. She
This
has to
feels like
bring
one of
it
those fights
to
where
land.
if it does go the distance, both guys are going to think they won.
They're closing and figuring out that distance.
She's still a little bit off to the effect to go on. She's making it so close.
7 seconds.
If they're lost goal, she's going to start getting closer and closer. Stephanie Han.
There it is. It lands one straight with the left hand for Holly at the 10-second marker of the round.
5.
The distance, the shots like that, that's what separates a close round. Even though they're not getting closer, they're closer and doing more damage with the legs.
I think Han is looking to counter too much. She's shots like that. I think she's a little behind her now, so she can't look to counter. She has to be Holly Holm first. And also, again, try to get circles to the left. Start circling it over to the left. You have Holm behind? Yeah, okay. All right. Who do you have in the lead right there?
I think it's pretty even. I don't know. They're giving. I feel like Holly's giving some momentum to the next round, but we'll see.
Well, the first fight you saw Holm sort of reaching in and missing with that back shot. She's landing more back shots this time around. She really is. She got the spacing down a little bit better. And it's because she's forced Holm to move to her right. She's circling to the outside. See, she's circling over to the right. She's keeping her foot on the outside. That's what the top takes.
They should always do. These guys
She landed her straight left hand right there. Right now, I think Holm being a little too patient, and that's what you're alluding to. She's not trying to be first instead of resulting just to be a counter puncher. Exactly.
it's a big part of the character. It's having more success with her left punches because here will step into the championship round.
She was fighting with a torn back in that first fight. She sustained and her punches more than
conditioning relief is
She definitely didn't want that to be an excuse. When we spoke to her this weekend, I kept pressing her about why the slow start in the first fight. She said, yeah, I definitely wasn't at 100%. I was in a car accident, tore my pec, wasn't feeling my best. You'll see a much better start to this rematch. And tried and true, she's definitely off to a much better
we
start.
thought it was amazing because a little bit of re-rest because she had only fought one time in 6 months and then before that she had fought 13 months. But yeah, it was a car accident.
I was also doing a little bit more body work in the earlier rounds, having trouble catching up to Holly Holm and landing those shots down to the body in these last two. She gets a shot there. Yeah, good combination from Stephanie Holm. She likes to pause that jab, and she paused that jab. It's not really like a stiff jab. She sort of paused it just to set up that kind of hand and hook.
It's kind of like grinder with her jab that we've been talking about all night. Grinder with the jab and then your power hand.
But one surprise is to see her really stepping and sticking. A little bit more of this fight. She needs a little more of a strong jab to keep Holly Holm off her. For 30 seconds here in round 4.
Seconds.
Razor thin, no doubt about that. That could have gone either way. A much better.
They're doing a good job of holding on the cut on Stephanie Hahn's corner so far. I mean, it's not really bothering her.
Double jab, left hand, to start round 5. Body shot there with the rear right hand from Stephanie Hahn. See how just really staying hard over to the right. Using her lateral movement now, which she's known for doing. If you watch some of her older boxing fights, she was really good at that movement. Some of the rougher tactics from Holmes.
I think that's exactly what they saw. And reacted immediately to Holm coming in high and launching her head the way that she did. And he shot her in the back.
I think both of these women were open to turning this into a dogfight if that's the way that it needed to go to pull out this victory tonight. They both have grit. They both experienced that both in their personal and inside the ring. So I don't think it favors one fighter over the other because Stephanie Hahn has shown that she's been able to fight down and go through mostly outside of the ring, even though she's had to go through inside the ring, being not only a police officer, but a mother of a special needs daughter who she has literally had to save her life time and time again.
It's a fast-paced fight, even though it's 3 minutes. It looks, it feels to me like 2 minutes because it's so much action between the girls. They took a lot of shots. They get on the wrist to make it feel because it's a lot of action and it feels like
Get yourself this balance, great resume, close to doing what I can do.
She's really in her space. Anytime Holly Holm is about to attack, she takes a tiny little straight right hand to the body of Gomez, and a straight left hand lands firm on the chin of Hawk.
Everybody found her Hawkins. That's what Hawkins needs to do more of that. Get more in range. Get closer.
Well, when you have a fighter that takes this down, before you drop in your power shots.
This is for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship. The champ and the champ. Right.
10 seconds.
Division world titles.
And you can see right there, Stephanie Hahn was game as well. She gets a slight warning for coming forward with her head and gets
Side.
Going into the second half of the fight, he's right. I heard him say, I want her on the road. So that means she wants Holly Holm to come forward and make the fight even more than she has so far in this first 5 rounds.
Yeah, there was an added element of strategy to that switch into he said that they want double his way in the round. If he talked about the strategy of making that final decision, she would have thought it's fully in the back. Just to keep that jab at bay,
and you can do that. To follow up with a second combination. They're both throwing their backhand in their head. It's who has that third and fourth punch. It's who's going to come out with this fight. I said that from the beginning. Who's that second combination? It can't just be them meeting each other each time with a 1-2 or a right hand hook.
Just follow up here. So they throw a combination, follow up with combination, triple jab, then a combination, and over and over again.
Right hand hook, right hand hook. They got 2 feet. They got room to feet to do that. Under 2 minutes. In round 6 as we are in the second half of the fight. Pace slowed down just a bit here in round 6 from what was a pretty ferocious pace through the first 5 rounds.
Fighting like this is forcing the shocking force.
What's interesting is that the pace has slowed down, but Holly Holm has decided to stand there.
Mixed up his offensive game. I think he underestimated the speed of Ford. The timing, the precision of great Ford. Just shorting the 2 minutes. Like I said, he's reclaimed it. He did this from about 51 to 42.
The biggest mistake right now Hahn is making is just continuing to move to her right. When you're fighting a southpaw, it's the jab, hook, jab, hook, jab.
Side.
You can drop in the backhand and the angle. She's walking right into the backhand. She has no chance.
She's doing that doing a favor for initially, you said right into her power handle to the backhand, and she's getting caught. If it continues, she beats her to the combination too. Holly does that when she finishes, she keeps getting to her.
And it's not to say you can't fight a lefty moving to the right. You can, but it's not working in this case. You gotta cut back to the left. Use her jab, hook. Or is she gonna keep running into the backhand? It's gonna be too close. A slight bit of swelling over the right eyebrow of Holly. Too bad, but something I'm sure has happened from one of the several action fights that we've seen tonight.
Seven seconds. Side.
Those voices in that corner, and I agree. Look, Fox is feeling himself now. He needs to be aggressive.
He's coming for jab. He's going to move to the right. The jab is on one side. You can thread it through Holly's 2 hands. You can thread it in that way to the right, but it's got to be consistent. And to your point, Hahn has landed less jabs than has Holm, and that was not the case in the first fight. It was almost everything working off the jab beautifully for Stephanie Hahn. So Holm definitely made that adjustment and set up some of those beautiful left hands off the jab.
Would you have Holm right now or not? I think it's indisputable that you're seeing a better version of Holly Holm here tonight than we saw in the first one.
Yeah, most definitely. I do see that. She's boxing very intelligent. She definitely has a
She has, as much experience as I've watched Holly Holm and get tries to over the years. And she has that's usually it's very hard to replicate in sparring. And she has spacing and distance and is either side a lot of her fights.
Yeah, it's very hard, but sparring is very important. You can't just spar anyone who's to a fight. You should emulate the type of fighting that you're going against. And the Monty told us they felt like they had some amazing sparring, some really solid. One of their main sparring partners, Ariana Carrasco, has there. So he's being separated. It's just proving
Not seconds.
She's power. Just catching Stephanie Hahn. Stephanie Hahn's not moving.
Side.
What kind of head movement? She's walking straight. And getting
Both have spectacular 12-round knockouts in title fights. Shockey Foster against Rocky Hernandez. Red Bull against Holden back in March of 2024 with just seconds left on the clock. And both men needed those stoppages. Here's Ayamas.
That's at 67-66 in favor of Raymond Ford. Good 7 pound for Shockey Foster. But as you can see, it's been back and forth. Raymond Ford now the clear touch of those middle rounds. That's a nice bounce back round for Shockey Foster. 67-66 in favor of Raymond Ford.
Combination of getting a shift physicality on the inside. That's
Not seconds.
The rest of them choose to get going. But you just basically saying that
Side.
you can't let him breathe. You got to let his hands go up. There is a flaw to Shockey Foster's game. It's that he does tend to have these periods in between sentences. In that first point against ropes, it could save some of his lines, but then in some of the scriptures and some of his more recent fights, not seeing that as much in this fight, especially in that last round. Needs to bring in more activity.
Is starting to get tired.
In this one, he's not really letting his unleash like he used to.
You've seen that before. Gradually winning world titles. So much emotional build-up attached to him. She's not even going to have any adrenaline.
Remember, Holly was in her prime. The major sanctioning bodies that we know of right now, a lot of them wanted nothing to do with women's boxing. World titles, secondary sanctioning bodies. They
Good round here to Foster. Maybe the best of the fight.
so for Holly to come
The fatigue potential of Foster. You also have to look at Raymond Ford, who this week was very slow.
Combinations just like that. She will be on her way to winning the world title. Post making history and prior to do so. Male or female. Yeah, the combinations are making a big difference. That was a 4-pitch combination. She missed the first 3, but the last one landed. That's all she needed. That's what matters.
escaped the left shoulder, but still.
And a fight like that, Sergio, that's almost a bummer up shoulder.
Not seconds.
The intensity of just a little bit of energy closing in the championship rounds. Need to step on the gas a little bit more here.
Very impressive rally here for the champ.
Side.
indicator of how the fight's being scored, but they have quieted down.
I don't even know what it means apparently.
You know, it's really just strategy. Han said she prepared for all versions of Holly Holm, right? Mover and aggressive. Thompson was coming and being aggressive. But Holm is moving space. So, again, she needed that training for something like this. And maybe she didn't have the time.
Next Foster up, and you can tell Ray wants to get right back after what happened in the end.
The physicality, I want to check for Holly Holm. There are 30 seconds left in round 8. And she's getting stronger as the fight.
She keeps winning those exchanges, and the smart thing that she's doing, because she keeps moving to her jab hand. I'm talking about Holly Holm. She does her work and moves to the jab hand, then Stephanie Hahn can't catch.
Not seconds.
John Silver, history of the guys is the ninth round. If you're just joining us in the second round, Foster
Side.
to the floor. He was not deducted a point or penalized in any way.
And then this type of fight is so
Seemingly coming to
potentially
the
crucial.
second half for sure in this fight. Stephanie Hahn We gotta see what adjustments can be made from the champ. Hunt waits for Hall to be loose, right? Then she tries to you wanna hit them, then they counter back, then you do a good job. But that's when your counters come in. It's an exchange. I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna bait you in, and then I'm gonna come back with my strong one. You can't always just wait.
Another mistake that I think Stephanie Honda makes is really when hockey is moving, she doesn't understand just three different sides of the ring. So Puck's clearly looks like it missed one vantage point to make it high Atlantic.
You wanna let her run into the jab. First, take your front foot and step over to the left, but her moving to the right is continuously letting home get on the angle where her backhand lines up perfectly. You want to continue to impose your will and your dominance as to not leave a question in the judge's mind. Even though Albuquerque's not too far away, you can tell the crowd difference with these two.
10 seconds.
His control has dictated the pace from that round. And check the settings.
Time.
This is what greatness of a fighter needs to come out in a close fight like this. Especially when you know you should be behind. You've got to take risks. You've got to take chances to do something special.
Good combination for Mom. A good 1, 2, 3. She took a step back. That's why I want to see more of this chase.
It's possible that you get that hand right there.
This match
continues to be incredibly competitive. I'm going to sacrifice to 86-85 in 4 game the last 4 rounds. They're very close, but I think Oshoki's offense, the champ is looking for him. He's going to make him out these last 2 rounds. 86-85 in that point. Certainly, I think the judges' scores will be
10 seconds.
I could see him there and maybe a draw so far. I mean,
speed and ferocity. She did the first time.
getting reacted in the last couple of rounds. I think we have a full edge now. There's just no one
Time.
separating those two guys at the moment. And you can see Raymond Ford in this round trying to put the pressure on, trying to land
World
some of these
title up for
combinations.
grabs. I think Khan's corner was telling her didn't get it clearly, but slip and dip after her combinations. I mean, maybe you got to combinations first. My advice would be to forget about defense right now and all offense. You've got to push forward. You've got to close this fight. You've got to do everything you can to push Holly Holm back. I mean, it's not her style. It's not her style. If this is her style, it's a counter. She's usually really good at it, but the opposite of Holly Holm is making it very difficult. After coming in to feel the fight, you're looking at the odds plus 100. Holm minus 140, almost even at this point.
That's the first time that the odds have flipped in this fight. And, Han is going to have to make potentially a massive adjustment here in the pressure cooker. These are the situations that Holm has thrived in for literal decades.
He takes it to the champion and trying to get that little step.
Actually, really looking at the right now. Holly Holm is certainly to the left hand. Certainly the Hon's hook for almost 10 rounds. So right now, she wants to know if she has to dig to her body, double up the hook to the head, let her run into certain shots, but it's just something that she's not seeing. Maybe it's just her time out of the ring and learning how to make this certain type of adjustments. She'll get there, but right now, Holly Holm is doing a better job of making those adjustments.
And Ray get one back there in the 10.
Time.
Changes between the two. Right now, again,
It's been extremely close.
you need to get to work right now. Not wait to counter. Close the distance.
Would you like to see any adjustments at this point for the top?
Need to make adjustments. Anything else, right? A stiff jab at least.
They get this big pass
step a little bit.
turning like that, turning and turning like
And
this.
second with Chris
Second
Maddox.
on,
Now, what do you see out there?
her combinations like that, she used to do it. It's even close to something that makes it awkward. Awkward positioning. Every time that into these turning the shot,
Being able to see these things, able to see it.
What do you need to see from them these last 2 rounds? He says Benson's looking tired.
10 seconds. Time to the squad clutch time.
Big shots from Foster is blown now. It's a period of
It looks like they got the scores already, so we won't make you wait any longer. Will history be made tonight in El Paso in the rematch? Big Mo is standing by with the decision.
But this is not the round he needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, that image by Roman Ford, Brody against the wall, moving on the hot open and flashing the front foot. After 10 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Judgment made on Espadon, season 95 to 95.
It's a tie.
Now judges Sergio Gaiz and Nelson Vasquez seeing 96 to 94.
It's a majority decision.
By majority decision.
Yes!
Excellent defense has been taken over in the second half of this fight.
That's the way we saw it here ringside, but we're not the official judges. They ain't in the game. 96-94. Twice for the champion and the other.
Time 12 and final round for judges scorecard time.
Who's going to give us leg drama here? Chris, how do you have it scored? Yeah, I've got Foster now with a comfortable lead, 106-103, sweeping every round since that 7th round. Look, the energy of O'Shaquie Foster has really been a difference maker for him in this fight. He's letting his hands go. He's on the front foot, and really for the last few rounds, it's felt like Raymond Ford is just looking for that one home run shot, and O'Shaquie Foster is just too defensively responsible, too sharp for him to land that. I think Raymond Ford needs a knockdown or a knockout to win this fight. And it's so hard to hit Foster. That's the problem. Catch him if you can.
Both fighters, even fatigued and tired, still have a loud pop behind those punches. You can hear the thud, the punch, the sharpness. Just two excellent athletes going all the way to the end, the championship run.
I think if this doesn't go Raymond Ford's way, he's going to look at that gas tank as being a big reason why. Look, here's O'Shaquie Foster. He knows this fight is close. He knows it's a competitive fight, but he has got nearly a full tank in the 12th round, whereas Raymond Ford, the body language just doesn't look as ready as O'Shaquie Foster.
It's coming down to conditioning and killer instinct, man. It's kind of reminds you of Sugar Ray Leonard, Wilfred Benitez. You know, both of them were missing a lot of shots. Conditioning was a factor there, but it came down to the dog. Who had more dog in him?
It's another good round for Foster. There's a right hand, connects for Ford. Look, we've seen the best of Raymond Ford. It's been applying pressure and then throwing 5 or 6 punch combinations. Right now, occasionally, he's able to get one good one off, but he's not landing those types of combinations. That's been a credit to O'Shaquie Foster. He's getting that hand up. He's not allowing Raymond Ford to put his punches together.
if Raymond Ford loses this fight, it's probably going to be this round. In a tight fight, I just don't see why he's not going forward and fighting like he's behind, or it's a tight fight.
And you can see a little bit of a shake of the head from Raymond Ford, maybe some frustration setting in. He knew Shockey Foster was a talented fighter, but I think he's seeing what kind of level Shock is on right now.
The crowd urging these two on. Final seconds of the final round.
10 seconds.
Brilliant power boxing by Shockey Foster, man. Beginning, middle, and end. Ice Water stayed cool, composed, showed hard determination.
Judges scorecard time.
Give him down for victory if it takes place.
After 12 rounds of action here in Houston, we go to the judges' score totals. Chris Migliori, 114, 114.
It's a tie.
Javier Alvarez, 118, 110. Alan Krebs, 116, 112. Both for your winner by majority decision. And Steve.
Yes!